Wow, that was pretty intense. Why don't you take a couple of minutes of your time, hang out with me at the gym for a sweet, short, intense 10-set quadricep hammering with a smattering of hamstring work thrown in. Hey gang, welcome back to March 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Summer is back. kind of digging this. Well, as you saw by the thumbnail there, today is big old quad day. And it is a leg day, quad-centric by design. Did a little bit of hamstring work. And I wanted to put the emphasis on the word old in that thumbnail. These are some old quads here, 64 and a half years old. Still doing me justice. Today was a pretty nice leg day, lower volume, higher intensity, and let's go ahead and stop yapping and head to the gym, and I'll show you this leg day and explain what it was all about. Let's go do it. And off we go. And thank you so very much for taking a few minutes to hang out with me today. Now, as I'm warming up, let me give you a little bit of an idea of what was going on in my noodle here regarding this leg workout. I went into this wanting to make this a lower volume, higher intensity workout. And indeed, that's how it turned out. And also, another component in this leg workout is that it is quad-centric, and I'm not going to do any back loading today. No back squat, barbell back squats, no barbell front squats. I'm not even going to use a hack squat machine that puts pressure on my shoulders. And that's for two reasons, and I'll get into that in a little bit more detail here in a minute. But as a preface to that, I plan on doing deadlifts tomorrow, so keep that in mind as I proceed on with my real work of today, my leg presses. Now, I did 3 good sets of warm-ups in total, and I'm going to do 3 hard, intense sets of leg presses here. Now, I don't count my warm-up sets in my total of my workout, so if I say 10 or 11 sets, it doesn't include warm-ups, obviously. I don't know if you guys count your warm-ups in your sets, but I don't. So these 3 sets right here, I did it pretty heavyweight for me. I think today I had 8 plates on either side. And I tell you what, I have found that these leg presses hit my quads hard, obviously. But as a side effect, they hit my hamstrings and glutes really well. That's one reason why I didn't do too much other hamstring work today. Plus, as I said, I wanted to save my, well, let's get back to that, why I didn't do any backloaded leg work today. I want to save my lower back, hamstrings, that posterior chain for tomorrow's deadlift session. And to be honest with you, I'm still having a little bit of difficulty with my equilibrium when it comes to barbell squats. Trying to learn how to do front squats, and to be honest with you, I'm not really digging how that feels. So I may stick with this type of leg workout for the near future. Now, while I'm thinking about it here, I'm going to finish up with the leg press portion of this with some isolation leg work. I like to do this, well, first of all, because I think it feels really good. And second of all, I get to isolate my left leg a little better. When I do, in particular, barbell squats or even on this leg press, my right leg is my dominant leg and it seems to take most of the work. And I like to give my left leg a little bit of extra work at the end. So what I did here was 1 set on my right leg and 2 sets on my left leg. And these isolation leg presses are remarkably difficult. You'll see I've only got 3 plates on either side there. It's amazing how much more difficult it gets when you just use one leg for a leg press. Let me know if it's the same for you, but anyway, that was, as I said, the core of my leg work today. And when I got done with these leg presses, particularly after these isolations, my legs were jelly. And I say this a lot, I could have made that my workout and gone home and been contented, but that's not my nature. So next, I'm going to do 2 sets of some what I call modified Bulgarian split squats. Now, officially, I believe these are supposed to be done with the off leg raised up, like on a bench, for example. But I find it very effective just letting my off leg hit the ground for balance and focusing on keeping the tension on my I guess we'll call it working leg, in this case my left leg there. And again, as I said, if you do some work before you hit these Bulgarian split squats, even the way I do these, because they may be easier this way, but it doesn't matter. If your legs have already got some pre-exhaustion going on, doing 2 sets of these at 10 to 12 reps, if you focus on keeping the tension on the working leg, in this case my right leg, it is a burner. If you've done these before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I like to do these, and I have been doing these more often because I'm trying to work on my balance. Again, the equilibrium problem, which is getting better slowly but surely. But it helps me with my balance, and I found out that they hit the quads, particularly the outer sweep, really well. So there you go. 2 sets at 10-ish reps, Bulgarian split squats. Then I finished up with a smattering of hamstring work on this isolation machine here. This is a pretty cool machine. Again, I like to isolate my legs. As I mentioned, my left leg's a little smaller, so I like to get a little extra work in. And this was a good way to finish up. And like I said, I wanted to save a little bit of the posterior chain for tomorrow's deadlift session. And the good news about that deadlift session is this will be my 3rd deadlift session after restarting after I think a 10 or 12 week layoff. So that gives me confidence that if I'm feeling good there equilibrium wise, I might be able to jump back into some back squats soon, but we'll see. At any rate, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Thank you. Alright, there you go. Today's leg day. Quad centric. A little bit of hamstring work. I want to save the posterior chain for tomorrow's deadlift session, which I'm really looking forward to and I hope to record. If you're new here, I want to send a special thanks to you for checking us out. Hope to see more of you. And for everyone else, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here. And at the very minimum, do me the favor of at least hitting that like button, sharing this with your friends, and spread the word of 60 plus fitness journey. That's it for today. As I said, tomorrow is deadlift day, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope everybody has a fine weekend if you catch this on a Friday. And with that, I will say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.